Bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is not an exit. Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. I ran to that location and it is not an exit. Whoops. We are back with more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We're done with the Secrets of Creation. It was disappointing that the puzzles were obtuse, because I think if they weren't obtuse, they would have been actually fun little puzzles. But the quest itself and the meeting of Kenny was pretty cool. Like the way that ended up was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that. Can we? We got 4 days for a call to arms. I don't know that a call to arms actually helps anything. We're gonna head to Arushale's laboratory. So taking a look at our quests, Secrets of Creation complete. No one was going to reveal the secrets of creation or the mysteries of the universe to the commander. That was to be expected. The ancient trap set by the demon Lord Ereshkigal was intended for someone else, someone who never fell into it. However, the commander was not left entirely without reward. Well, it's all for the best. Cool. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. And we got this new key crystal. The key crystal resembles crystals used by Arilu Vorlesh in her laboratory. It is strange to see such an item and is far away from the magic device with which it likely belongs. So, we're going to head to Arushale's laboratory. With the intention of hopefully finding some stuff there. Evade. No, I don't care about the... Okay, we've got some stuff going on. New Havoc Dragon, cool events. You can call me Helper. The soldiers are telling stories about a spirit who comes to them in times of need and introduces himself as the Helper. His arrival is accompanied by ominous signs such as raining blood or the smell of carrion, but he saves warriors and demands nothing in return. Spirit Hunt. Provides a trophy from the evil spirit. Well, we don't care about that trophy. Neat, but we don't care about that. Convince the soldiers not to accept the spirit's aid. That gives us 3,000 leadership points, which we don't really care about. Encourage the soldiers to accept the spirit's aid. All generals gain +1 level to the reduction of losses. That seems fun. Or send Arushale to find the spirit. All generals gain knowledge of the chosen ones. General has a +3 bonus to power and +10 bonus to energy. Wow. Why would she take that to Iz? Was she looking for another recipient of her powers? I don't know. I'm not sure at all. I don't know if this key crystal is one of the things that she used to activate, like, my powers, or if this is one of those memory crystals that has, like, all of the knowledge or records that she put into it. I'm not positive which one it is. I think Arilu doing the Chosen is more fun. So more power and more energy. Like a fun situation. Having joined forces with Arushale, the cleric soon found the spirit. He told them that he used to be a servant to an evil spellcaster who made him commit heinous deeds. After his master's death, the spirit tried to atone for his sins. The clerics helped him purge himself of all evil, and in gratitude, the helper revealed his magical secrets to them. Well, he could have just stayed as a helper and helped everybody. Logistics reform! Hell yeah. So... I need to do a logistics reform. It'll be good. All the Azadas. That. We're still doing Northern Lights, so it's going to take 3 days before we can do the logistics reform. I get it. I clicked on the logistics reform. Do we have to sit here? Jeez Louise. Okay, so we're gonna try to... I really don't want to go through the motions dealing with this. The interface for the Crusader management is really kind of a pain in the ass. We're gonna rest.
Your sermons are so annoying. You're gonna preach to the wrong person one day and get a beating for your troubles.
Let them beat me if that's what they want, but wouldn't you protect me?
Calling you out there, Sela. Oh, I need to swap that in the future. Need to have Conflagrant Taco on instead. Oy, 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 oy. Enter the location. Back to Arilu's laboratory we go. I wonder if this is just gonna be a waste of time or if we're actually gonna find something here. Because it's possible that the key goes somewhere else, right? Like, maybe not is, but at the final location, the whatever.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I will
goodness.
lend you my aid.
You require my unbiased opinion?
There. We should be good on... We're still at medium. We have so much stuff.
I'll help where I can.
Absurd amount. We can't Pathfind into the hut. Why do you do this to me, game? Ooh,
Let's see what we can do.
to the laboratory. Right. Hmm. Was that first thing all the way back at the beginning? I think it was.
Here we go. I can handle it.
Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device. Touch the crystal.
Day 4, Frost, 4632.
We've seen this.
Experiment, wounded demons. Subject, a Lilitu and several lesser demons maimed in battle with crusaders. The fusing of body parts of different life forms has been done many times before, and is of no interest to me. The focus of this experiment is the fusing of souls. Desired result, to preserve the specific abilities of the donor subjects in the final fused entity. The idea is promising, and may influence my other research.
Okay.
Can't make the demons wait.
So this is where the angel was. Remember that whole shebang. All the way back here to the front. This is where the other crystal thing was, so I don't think that's might get us anything. Okay. Good check. See. But don't think nothing I'm seeing is really ringing a bell here. Hiya! Why you do this to me, game? Seriously?
Day 16.
Together we stand.
Abadius 4662. Transformation. Subject, young male, half-fiend. Objective, to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result, to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
The struggles never cease.
Leave.
Beautiful. Let's see what we can do.
Hiya! Newest to oldest. E-crystal. Shards of the glass key. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Timed event. Understood. A timed event, and that sounds like that means that I am locked out of completing this quest. Well then, I just spoiled myself a little bit. This looks familiar. Is this the place where you fought robots that were mostly immune to damage aside from electricity? No, this is... I remember that place, but no. This is Arilu Vorlesh's laboratory. So... this is where we first started to really piece together some of the actual information about what was going on with us. Etc. Etc. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It's so I mean, it is what it is. I'm not like super fucked up about it, but it's so meh to play a game for so many hours, 300 plus hours, right? And miss out on secret endings. Obviously, right, like, on one hand, I appreciate that this game has so much content in it, but on the other hand, it's almost to a point of, like, how much content is too much content? like, do I have to use a walkthrough and play a game for 700 hours to actually experience all that the game has to offer? Maybe not. I clicked this. I don't know. What? Did I not click this when we first got here and it just started playing something and it didn't give me an option at all? Like, why does it hate me? I still think we're partially locked out of things because I think we don't have the key. The key, the glass key that I have, the shards of the glass key that I have, apparently, if you go to the temple ASAP without going to the Sword of Valor or anything like that, you can get to the key before it is destroyed. But I think it's all like it's all situational. So like you lose something, gain something, regardless of which options you choose.
Lead on.
I don't know. Honestly.
A person can be in possession of the greatest treasure and never understand its worth. A person can live the happiest days of their life and not know that it will come to an end.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see what we can do.
Cradle is creaking as if it's quietly humming a tune. It's empty. A child's drawings depicting various magical beasts in a second more assured hand that clearly belongs to an adult. There are annotations about wingspan, diet, and other details.
Please, allow me.
This map seems to depict a region of Sarkoris where before the opening of the wound, It has roads, rivers, and bridges marked on it, as well as numerous notes such as Hunter spotted in spring, avoid, guards caught a witch on 3 Rova, nothing suspicious since, and high road, groups often move to and from threshold, avoid. Flower that clearly was picked somewhere in the forest but diligently but clumsily potted. Judging by the writings and explanatory notes, this is a teaching aid. A handwritten and artfully illustrated textbook on magic. The margins are filled with doodles, clearly done out of boredom.
I'm trusting you.
For summoning. Wooden horse is worn around the area where the rider would sit. So, the question is... The handwriting in this note is very similar to that on the pages of the Lexicon of Paradox. I knew you would get through the lock, so I hid the wand of teleportation elsewhere. I thought we agreed. No excursions to the outside world until after your transmutation lesson. Well... Okay, so I think that answers the question for me, but it's not 100%. The question was, is Aurilu Vorlesh the parent or the child in this instance? And I think that note kind of indicates that Aurilu Vorlesh is the parent. So the indication here is that Aurilu had a child and they lived a hidden, secluded life. Because in Sarkoris, practicing the arcane was heresy. And forbidden. Does Aurilu Vorlesh's... If that's the case, does Aurilu Vorlesh's child?
When planting a seedling, give it soil, space, and moisture. Nothing can grow in cramped captivity.
Does Aurilu Vorlesh's child live? Or was Aurilu Vorlesh the child?
The demons wait.
I'm in Mob's lab, messing around with reagents. The circle is almost ready. I think I just need to place the vial with the summoning formula here. Let's see what happens. This is going to be fun. Alright, you. Mom, I know you're watching. You would never leave me in danger, would you? But you let me learn things. Try things. Thank you, Mom. One day I'll sneak out without you noticing and do everything my way. That what happened? That's what you get for saying it's going to be fun. Look.
Beautiful.
Sometimes it do be that way. That's what happened though, isn't it? That's the quintessential story of hidden, secluded, family hiding away from those that seek to do harm to them. Eventually the child, sneaks out or whisks themselves away via magic, and they're found out. And they're either taken, and the parent comes out of hiding to find them, or they aren't taken, but they make it back, and they lead the hunters back to the home. Oh, God. I mean, since the very beginning, I've said that I'm just waiting for the reasoning why I should be on Arilu Vorlesh's side.
No reason
And
to
from the
pause.
very beginning, as soon as they were like,
Questions. What is to be done with vanquished foes? What is to be done with treacherous friends? I know the answers to these and to many more questions.
from the very beginning, I was very much like, oh, I'm okay with Arilu lashing out considering what was done to her. I beg you to inform the first hunter and the High Interrogator that the prisoner of Rilu Vorlesh is covertly preparing a ritual of unthinkable scale. If she is not stopped, the consequences will be devastating. I beseech you to be prudent. Prisoner Opan. I am a hunter of Threshold, the best among the best. So Threshold's the place where I think the final kind of like situation is going to be, because that's where the world was created. I am the keeper of Sarkoris, its protector against the corruption and machinations and powers sinful and poisoned. I feel the gaze of the ancestors and the gods upon me. I will follow the trail of any beast, be it demon, hag, witch, or rogue mage. I will root them out in any land, in any pit, in any den. Those who surrender, I will imprison. Those who resist, I will slay without hesitation. There is nothing I would not do to repel the corruption. For I am all that stands between the land and its people and horrifying calamities. I am a hunter of Threshold.
I will prove my worth.
The prisoner was asked 3 questions. What was the source of her sinful power? Who taught her the craft? And what deeds was she intending to pursue by using it? Having not received an answer, the interrogator called first for the use of simple means of loosening a criminal's tongue, but for the more intricate tools to be kept in clear view also, for the purpose of intimidation. When these measures failed to produce results... torture. Lovely.
Each step is a new journey.
The ghost standing before you used to be a tall man, built like a warrior, but death has twisted his features and bent his back. His eye sockets are empty, his body mutilated, and his face a mask of insanity. Forgiveness. I beg forgiveness. Nobody else should suffer for what I've done. I had to protect the people of Sarkoris. I killed. The stern hand isn't that what I have on Bismuth? Do you recognize this, Hunter? This is my hand. How stern its grip was. Men and women knew it, witches and sorceress alike. It's not my hand, it was the hand of Sarkoris itself. Who are you, Ghost? She led me, walking arm in arm with me. My eyes were gone, but I could still hear the screams. She described what I could not see. Dying light, a step. A Vescavor swarm descending upon the last unit still trying to hold the line. Said, here are the cultists dancing and raising their daggers to stab their prisoners through the heart. Here is the last bastion of your clan, the Foundlast. Do you want to know what happened to them, Hunter? I didn't want to. I couldn't help but ask. Am I to blame for this? What are you seeking forgiveness for? Insects, chittering, squirming, eating my eyes out. Right? Odysseus looks so cute. Yes, he does. He's a cute boy. He's a cute boy. I can see through them. Yes, I can. Although they are no longer in my soul. They eat and I watch until the end. Okay. We already said that. What are you seeking forgiveness for? Oh, hold up. I shouldn't have taken her to Threshold. I should have slain her where she stood. She didn't resist for the first few days. She didn't even understand where she was or where we were taking her. She just kept repeating, I promise, I promise. You killed her daughter, didn't you? Sarkoris, blessed by the gods, Sarkoris, I was supposed to protect you. For you, I fought unholy sorcerers, witches, and all the others who tainted the sanctity of magic. I defended you, I did what I had to do. I killed because I had to. Why? Why? What did I do wrong? Only half our unit returned. A nasty fight. We thought the witch would be alone. I didn't know. I killed. I had no idea who I was killing. Killed her child. What are you talking about? My name is Setre Devima. Devimai? Devimai? Setre Devimai? Of the Found Last clan. I am a witch hunter, the first hunter of Threshold. I chased them, found them, fished them out of their holes, their hidden lairs, broke their spells, crushed their defenses. The first, the best. I fought entire covens by myself. I led an army of my brother-in-arms to battle. Then, this death, I killed. Oh, if only I hadn't killed. Absolutely. Anything else? You are insane, Ghost. As if awakened by your voice, the ghost raises his head and speaks in the assertive tone of someone accustomed to giving orders. I am Setre Devimai of the Found Last clan, first hunter of Threshold, protector of Sarkoris. I am the witch's nemesis, the best hunter of my land. I received an order to capture the witch Arilu Vorlesh, and I carried out that order. Oh, it wasn't a daughter, it's a son. My apologies. I brought her to Threshold as a prisoner. I killed the witch's accomplice. Killed him. Yeah, I go face Pharasma's judgment. Been stuck in this world for far too long. You forgive me? No, I didn't say I forgive you. That is not what I fucking said. I said go face Pharasma's judgment. My assumption is Pharasma's gonna put you in the fucking dirt. The ghost whispers, then he shudders, utters a deep sigh, and slowly vanishes into. Absolutely, I don't forgive you. Not in the slightest. Clarity. Opon. Thick smoke rises from the brazier before you. In its curling haze, you can see a pale, haggard face with a bleeding spiral carved into its forehead. Who disturbs my restless vigil? A friend? A foe? Doesn't matter. I haven't spoken with anyone in so long. I'd be happy to hear the sound of any living voice. You're the Ring of Summoning. This ring used to belong to you, didn't it? Now this is funky, seeing all these items that we've had for a while. Yes, that is my ring. It's been so long since I felt its cool embrace around my finger. Setre Devimai's wolf took it, along with a chunk of my flesh. Paired it. Glad. You wanted to... I remember this guy. Wanted to start a rebellion in Sarkoris. Yes, I did. I didn't want violence, but I guess I knew from the start that it was unavoidable. Just wanted to make everyone admit that we were people too. I wanted them to stop hunting us down and imprisoning us. Great change has never come without bloodshed. Could have stayed hidden longer if not hard. People always said I was too sentimental to be a rebel. Without compassion, how would we be any different from our enemies? Or from the evil monsters we were accused of being? Yes, I was caught like a fool, but I have nothing to be ashamed of. Arilu Vorlesh received your letter calling for a rebellion. If only I'd known back then what Arilu would do. I would have declared her my enemy, not the elders of Sarkoris. Her crimes are 100 times more serious, though both stem from the same place, from the violence and anger that our kinfolk used against those who practiced arcane magic. It was Sarkoris' own poison that led to its downfall. See, you must know that I never used my ring for evil purposes, although it is capable of doing terrible things. I asked to do likewise. Who are you? In life, my name was Opon. I was a talented spellcaster, one of the most powerful in the land of Sarkoris. I was also the most arrogant. I believed that I could always escape from the hunters of Threshold and that my talent would never fail me. A hollow, misguided belief. The hunters eventually caught me and locked me in this cursed prison. I died within its walls. Now I am here, bound to this brazier for all eternity, in a place that looks like the cell where I spent 10 years of my life and died. I've seen a letter of denunciation signed by you. Yes. Yes, I informed on her. I told the guards about the ritual she was working on. I tried to prevent the inevitable, but it was too late. How can I help you? A flicker of hope appears in the ghost's tired eyes. I don't know for sure, but I am bound by a powerful spell and my own uneasy conscience. Both are keeping my soul from going down the path that all souls must follow. You can try to smash this brazier. Perhaps it will set me free. Kill me. I can't imagine anything more horrible than your punishment. You weren't wrong to denounce her. You were trying to protect our home, Sarkoris, from a great evil. I salute you for your courage. Anything else I'd like to ask you about? You deserve to rest. No one deserves to be bound for all of eternity. Not if that's not what they want. Thank you. I don't know what lies ahead of me, the afterlife or oblivion, but either way, thank you. Luck. This place is wild. Quite a bit more than I was expecting out of this.
Let's see what we can do.
Rely on me.
Here we go.
Do they know exactly what she was trying to accomplish with the ritual? It doesn't seem like it, right? That conversation with Opon, it seems like the guards were witless, right? And it seems like that conversation with Opon indicated that he wasn't aware of what she was trying to do, right? Or maybe he was kind of aware, but maybe not on the magnitude of it.
There are questions that are better left unasked. There are memories that ought to rouse a storm in your soul, but instead, you look into them and see nothing but emptiness. Unknowing is the worst punishment. Knowing, on the other hand, knowing is eternal, unabated pain.
Pain can be endured for the sake of knowledge, but the superior approach is to acquire knowledge of how to eliminate the pain. Did you know that there are over 70 different methodologies for local and general anesthesia, including chemical, magical, psychological, and mechanical? The optimal one is without a doubt the one I prefer, the method of scientific forgetting.
Hello.
Oh. Is this... Wait, hold up. Is this an image of a Is this a sentient image of Arilu Vorlesh? The image of Arilu projected by the magical device raises her head and looks into your eyes. There is no doubt that this time it's not a recording of another one of her experiments. You wanted me to end up here, didn't you? That's why you led me to find the crystal.
Yes, I did. But I did not drag you here by force. I have never done that. I could give you a hint, prompt you, but never force you.
All right, this is super interesting. We're going to go ahead and end this episode because I have a feeling this is going to be a lot of exposition. We're going to end this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.